A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Gators are in the hurry-up. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1. Oh, there he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The give to the tailback. At the 40, there he goes. There he goes down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Canes send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, right? I mean, you saw him throw it, a couple plays ago. When you see him take off and run, they've got to do something to kind of put him at least in a little bit of thinking, a little bit of doubt, a little bit of pressure, because right now he's starting to get in the rhythm, and that's not good for this defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Punch it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Gets it out quickly. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To the ground with the back. Across the 25, he's got room. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Well, plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try the run. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for room. It's Callaway. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. effective first down play in 2nd and 6. Trying play action. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Gators! Great job by the back on the option.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll go right back to him. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner is stopped. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit.
Punt formation to kick it away.
They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field it close to the 50. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And the offense punches it in again, and we called his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kidd Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to NC State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to go up top on first down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to fire. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
From the gun. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Time to take a shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
At the 12-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there. make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his man. It's Upshaw. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They get to the line quickly. They'll keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers.
And he makes the catch inside the 15. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Moving away from pressure. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Wants to pass. He's into the end zone, and they'll put 2 more on the board just before halftime. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go back to the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Miami 0.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. The play action fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go to the ground. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
221 wing, 221 wing, 22 water.
From the gun. Pocket breaking down. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He's got it on the outside. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Now the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete out of the backfield. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take the deep shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Leaves it with the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Turning it on. Creates a little room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gators! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Maryland. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Line getting set on second down. Right back to the well. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's wrestled down right at the 35. Good job by the defense to stop that conversion attempt. 4th down coming.
4th down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting one on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
They'll go with a direct snap. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Carr. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Trying to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Gators in the hurry-up. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's shot. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Takes it the other way. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick 6.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chop.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Pressure coming. He fires one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He wants to change this route. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he throws another interception. Touchdown, Gators! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Carr. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Keep it on the ground. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Florida! And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Here he comes with the return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. There he goes. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. The Canes will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Hurricanes want to move quickly. They'll run it. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Try to barge their way in. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. And they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Power football with the run. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the 4th quarter. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to